In a world where first impressions decide your fate, one man dares to smell like he's got it all figured out. These are his weapons. These are those fragrances.
Hey friends, Ash here. Welcome back to Gents. Hope that you're well. So, a lot of fragrances. And there are those times where I don't really feel like looking through them all to pick something. But I need something that's gonna work. Something I know that is guaranteed to work. These are the fragrances that I trust when I want to smell my best. All of them are linked in the description below. No particular order. Let's get started right away with L'Homme Intense by Prada. And speaking of Prada, they did just launch this, a completely new line. But we're not talking about that one today. We're talking this, the line that has kind of been forgotten. L'Homme Intense though does smell absolutely fantastic. I do not care if you don't agree with me, but I respect your opinion. So this one right here, Iris, good amount of it. Kind of soapy, typical Prada styling. Really nice leather undertone, adds more of a masculine edge to this compared to the original Prada L'Homme. Absolutely killer in fall and winter time. A lot of people are gonna think of this more of like a formal fragrance, more of a dressy tux kind of situation, but you can wear it casually as well. It does make a really nice night out fragrance in general though. And it has this great, like understated, sophisticated sex appeal to it. Also, better performance than the original Prada L'Homme, so you know I like that too. And not as many people wearing it nowadays. Now, it is popular within like the fragrance community, like people who are really into fragrances, they know about this, right? But your average person nowadays, especially in the US, is not gonna be wearing this. If they're wearing a Prada at all, it's gonna be Luna Rossa Ocean most likely, potentially the new one, maybe Luna Rossa Carbon, but not this, at least very, very rare. After that one, Ralph Lauren Polo 67, It Is Speaking to Me, the Eau de Parfum. I really dig this release. Not too terribly expensive at full retail, and at discounters, even better. Love the opening. Really attention grabbing, fruity, sweet, fresh. You've got mandarin orange in here, you've got pineapple, you have bergamot. Again, amazing off the top, super attention grabbing. It has cardamom, lavender as it dries down, a little bit of woodiness in there as well. The performance is pretty solid for a fresher type fragrance, so the longevity is nicely done. It's not something you have to reapply over and over again, which can sometimes be an issue with fresher scents. I like the Eau de Toilette version of this, which at retail is going to be more affordable. So you could go that direction also, and that one is also really versatile as well. But I think between the two, if I were gonna take just one, it's gonna be the Eau de Parfum. Stuff is absolutely fantastic. Up next, we got a YSL, and it is Y Le Parfum. This is the original version. I do like the new version too. I think the new version is solid, but I do love this OG version. And as of right now, this minute, this video, you can still find it. So, you know, it's okay talking about it. Once it becomes something that's like impossible to find and the prices skyrocket, at that point, I wouldn't go for it. You know, it's a losing proposition. You know, it's like a bell curve. Once the price gets to a certain point, diminishing returns, it's not really a good pickup anymore. What this is though, is a fragrance that's gonna give you that Y styling, that DNA, a little similar to Y Eau de Parfum, not quite as sweet as that one. A little more dressy, ever so slightly, a little more sophisticated, but also deep, rich, and obviously it is a Y, and what that means is people in general love this stuff. So Y Eau de Parfum is gonna be the more popular one, the one that sells more, and well, obviously at this point, this one is basically donezo, but Y Le Parfum was also pretty popular when it was out. It was a good seller, not as much as Y Eau de Parfum, that's what I was trying to say. And as time goes on, this is gonna become even more rare, which is gonna make me wanna wear it even more. We got 9 fragrances to come. Some of them are absolutely amazing, but before we get to those, the codes and the update on Gift Express, the ever-changing Gift Express. Gents 15, the code is actually still the same, so that part didn't change, but now it's 15% off if you spend over $400, 10% off if you spend under. Reason for that is now it is an unlimited use coupon. Previously, it was a single use coupon, which that's not very good. You gotta have unlimited uses. I hate single uses. Perfume box. Speaking of perfume box, here's a code for them that you can use, and we're gonna have to get that one changed too, aren't we? Yeah, no single uses. All the other codes are as you see on your screen. You can use those to save yourself money anytime you're shopping at any of those stores. The next fragrance is from Christian Dior. It is Sauvage Elixir. This is pricey. It's expensive. As far as designer fragrances go, it's up there towards the top. Well, you know, outside of talking about private line type fragrances, because that's kind of its own thing, right? But as far as main line designer fragrances, this is one of the most expensive ones out there. That being said, performance, absolutely killer, lasts forever, projects heavy, quality is fantastic, and it really is like my style of scent. It's got kind of 1 foot in the past, 1 foot in the present. Very woodsy, spicy, masculine, super masculine. You can wear it during day or evening, more of a fall winter time fragrance, absolutely. As I've said before though, I've smelled people wearing this in the summer and it actually worked. They didn't have on a whole heck of a lot of it, thank God, but it worked, as long as you only do like a couple sprays. So it reminds me a little bit of fragrances from the past, like Dracar Noir to an extent, but again, done with a much higher budget and kind of a fizzier way, a livelier way, the way that it jumps off your skin. That modern touch, a little extra sweetness in there. So if you're looking for something that is monstrous in terms of performance and you don't mind the price too much, that is something you need to be aware of. And you probably already are. Pretty much everybody is, I feel like. A little clone fragrance right here, Fierté by French Avenue. This little beauty right here, about 40 bucks at discounters. You may be able to find it for a little bit less depending on where you're shopping at. And it is a clone dupe alternative of YSL's Baby Cat. It gets better and better and better with time. The vanilla comes out quite strongly off the rip. You also have, of course, some spiciness, some smokiness in there. You've got saffron, tobacco, cedar, benzoin, and tonka. Has kind of a leathery aspect to it as well, the way that it comes across. So sweetness, spiciness, warmth, classiness, sexiness, sophistication, everything right here, just like Baby Cat, only way less. Now there are other alternatives to Baby Cat out there that are also very well done. This one is my personal favorite, just in terms of like the best quality clone. I think that one's the best one. There's one by Paris Corner called Rafaqat, and I probably butchered the pronunciation of that. I apologize. That one's a little cheaper than this one, so if you just want to go like the cheapest bet, then that would be that one. But I think in terms of quality that this one is higher. Scandal, Absolute. That's really good. This is just one of those ones that somehow, like every time I smell this stuff, it smells better. Like each time I prepare myself, I prepare my mind, I prepare my body, I prepare myself spiritually, and I get ready and then I smell it. It just gets better. It's got like MSG in it. You just like, you gotta get more. And Scandal in general is solid. You know, Scandal Le Parfum, this one. Scandal Intense, probably not quite as good. It's not bad. It's just it went kind of like Scandal Le Parfum, Scandal Absolute. Oh, Scandal Intense. Dang. One of those things. You flew too close to the sun and there was only one way to go. Down. So again, Scandal Intense, not terrible, but Scandal Absolute for me, that's the best one. Like if you're only gonna get one, grab that, let it rip. It has a great modern take on a semi-gourmand sweet scent profile. The Mirabelle off the top gives it a slightly different feel when you first spray it on, a little different sweetness, and then that melds together with a really cozy chestnut. Just top-notch stuff. Stuff is amazing. Like coming up fall, winter time, this is getting used a bunch. That's not weird. It's normal. Kind of keeping with some of the ones that I've talked about a good amount, Invictus Victory Elixir is up next. Kind of the same deal with Scandal Absolute. They came out with Invictus Victory Absolute, which does have a cool matte black bottle. So I mean, it's got that going for it. But you know, Invictus Victory Elixir was just so good. It was like, well, how are they gonna top that? And the answer was, they're not. But we're not talking about this one today, so I'll put that one back. It's not terrible. It's just not as good as Victory Elixir. It's still solid in its own way. That one's like black pepper, amber, sandalwood, and it's just not as good as Victory Elixir. It's just not. Victory Elixir, this one, that has the vanilla I crave. Sparkly vanilla, effervescent almost, carbonated even. It just jumps off the tester strip, jumps off your skin. It demands attention. It is sweet, so you have to enjoy sweet fragrances. But to be fair, if you're buying a Paco Rabanne, you probably do enjoy them, unless you just kind of hate yourself and you're punishing yourself with sweetness, because that's about all they do. I mean, I'm aware it's not literally all they do, but it's like 90%. Also great performance, man. Invictus Victory Elixir is some of the best stuff ever for me. If I'm just looking to kind of like satiate that sweet tooth. How about we talk about this next? Bottled Absolute by Hugo Boss. It's a lot of Absolutes. Yeah, a lot of Absolutes, a lot of elixirs. Yeah, that's the flanker name du jour. Oh, perfect opportunity for me to complain about atomizers again. I'm gonna keep doing it until they fix it, as if I have any effect on that at all. I don't. It's just peeing straight into the wind. Hurricane force winds, I'm peeing straight into it and it's coming back in my face. I'm making a difference. Stop with these trash atomizers. Come on guys, look at this. That's garbage. I hate to bring this up, but look, this is a cheap clone fragrance. This is a Rabiat Prestige. Check this atomizer, comparatively speaking. All I'm saying, guys, is if we're paying, you know, $150, $160, $180 for some of these designer fragrances, can you give us an atomizer that works? To be fair, at least it doesn't leak. So now the air smells like that stuff over there. Okay, so Boss Bottled Absolute, atomizer, whatever. It's a little piddly thing at the end of the day. If it can get the fragrance from here, through here, onto here, that's really all that matters. And it doesn't leak all over the bottle, so like I said, small issue. First world problems, right? This smells a little similar to Carlisle by Parfums de Marly. Really, really, again, a fragrance that captures that kind of semi-dark, sweet, but not bubblegummy, rich, sexy, grown-up aesthetic without smelling fuddy-duddy, without smelling dated. Just an absolutely fantastic release. I love that stuff. Last clone of the video, Celerio Epic. And this one is by Gourmand. And Gourmand is a weird brand, kind of a sleeper brand. I don't know if weird is the right way to say it, but they have a lot of fragrances that come in bottle styles that are just like this. It doesn't tell you anything. And to be fair, it doesn't have to. You know, a lot of clone brands don't look exactly like what they're cloning, right? But a lot of clone fragrances will be kind of like this, flashy, right? Gourmand a lot of times a little bit understated, but it is kind of an if you know brand in the sense that a lot of times their fragrances are stupid good. And this one is stupid good. Angel Share, there's a lot of them. That's what this smells like. But it is rich, it's decadent, it is fruity, sweet, boozy, like pie almost when you spray this on. Cinnamon, cognac, apple, plum, vanilla, all of that coming through, and the performance, great. There are a bunch of Angel Share clones, alternatives, whatever you want to call them out there, and most of them smell amazing, but this is absolutely one of the best. Stronger With You Parfum is up next. I really, really like Stronger With You, absolutely. This one has grown on me a lot as well. There is like one part of this fragrance, off tester strips especially, kind of in the opening, where it absolutely fakes me out. So I'll smell it, and for like a split second, it smells like liquid smoke with barbecue, like on the back end. So like you smell it, and then that kind of hits afterwards, even like bacon bits or something. And every time I smell that, I'm like, oh my God. What is going on with this? And then it settles, and I don't get that anymore, and it smells fantastic. But every time off the strip, like at the beginning, the opening, I get this like funkiness. Past that, a lot of lavender in here. You've got chestnut, you have vanilla, you've got pink pepper in there as well. And it does smell, you know, pretty similar to Stronger With You, absolutely, in a lot of ways. It has amazing longevity. So again, it's one of those ones that's gonna last, project, get you noticed. Great for fall, winter, really nice evening scent. After that one, what do we got? We got this Legend Eau de Parfum from Mont Blanc. Now this is one of those DNAs that you could say, it's overplayed, man. Come on, dude. We don't need any more Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce, Legend, Percival, bleh. But there are those times where I like the scent profile a lot. You know, a little nostalgia, right? Like anybody who was around when Fierce was taking over the world, when you smell something kind of like that, it's gonna make you think of something. Whether that's the mall, whether that's yourself, whether that's whatever, somebody you knew, Fierce was everywhere. And so yeah, you smell that and it's kind of like a throwback. But then Legend Eau de Parfum is done obviously in a more modern way. And kind of keeping with the theme of some of these fragrances, it does have like a little touch, little edge of sophistication. So it's not just full on like bubblegum. You know, it's got that kind of versatility where you can easily pull this off if you wanted to on a night out, and it's gonna work. Big compliment puller as well, not too expensive. Just a great everyday daily driver. And last but not least, YSL makes another return here with MYSLF Parfum Le Perf. MYSLF Le Parfum, that's, ugh. So we got Y Le Parfum and we got MYSLF Le Parfum, of course. So yeah, we got both the parfums, or the Le Parfums, excuse me, both of the blacked out bottles, Y and MYSLF. But they didn't do the black topper on the cap for Y Le Parfum. They did on this one, of course. And it follows the theme once again, right? It's myself, but done in a way that is a little bit darker while still maintaining that same common theme with the original, that same kind of compliment factor, attention grabbing feel, that orange blossom. But instead here, it's got a little extra sweetness as it dries down, has a little touch of woodiness in there, amber, vanilla, and that kind of pulls it a little bit more into fall, winter, early spring, and evening use. Also want to say there's some fragrances not in today's list that I would also reach for, of course, but I can't put like 50 on here. I guess technically I could, but that'd be a long video. So shout out to some other fragrances out there, the Aqua de Jo's. Gotta show love to the ADGs. Drakkar Noir, I still bust that out from time to time. Valentino Uomo Born in Roma fragrances, some of those I reach for with some regularity. Gucci Guilty Black, which is now Essence. Some of the other Jean Paul Gaultiers. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I'll rotate through, but these right here, absolute confidence anytime I spray them on. I wanna thank you guys for hanging with me here today. Let me know what's your go-to or your go-tos when you just know you need to smell your best and it's something that you've worn and it's worked and it just, you've got confidence in it. Thank you guys again. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourself. See you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys.